Everybody is to be blamed for the soaring rent prices in Nigeria. I mean, I'm talking about Nigerians as a whole, our banking system, our government, everybody combined. They are all to be blamed for why Nigeria is the way Nigeria is and why rents are high. Because I saw a post, the other day, and a realtor was complaining about, price of rental properties in Abuja skyrocketing, and everybody was blaming the agents, everybody was blaming the landlords, but nobody was really blaming the real people to be blamed. Starts first Nigerians, because we have so demarketed building rental properties in this country, and we don't see how it's affecting our housing deficits. If anybody wants to build rental properties every day because of you just want to make noise on social media, you say it's not profitable to build house in Nigeria. If you build house in Nigeria, it takes you 30 years for you to make your money. All those things that you people post on social media to sound intelligent. When you have money, you carry the money, you put in other things, you put in money market, safer investment channels or investment options. But now the people who are fools, who are building rental properties, you want them now to give you, at your own rate there's more convenience for you when you have used your money to do something else. Even when selling properties in Abuja, people rarely ask for apartment blocks or apartment lands. You get, people rarely ask for. Everybody wants to build their terrace, everybody wants to build their semi-detached duplexes, everybody wants to build their fully detached duplexes. Nobody is thinking about building houses for rent. Now, when there's a demand and supply problem, when the number of houses and the number of people looking for houses, exceed the number of houses available, and these landlords are increasing the rent because they know that someone will pay, which is basic economics. Now you are complaining, you are blaming agents, you are blaming landlords, you are saying they are wicked, when these people have gone all their way to take all the risk to make sure that you have a house to stay. In developed countries, investors or developers do not build houses with 100% of their liquidity. They are assisted by the bank. Interest rates are reasonable. In the US, for commercial developments, interest rates are between 8 to 13% annually, right? The collateral, they don't need extra collateral, just your equity and the property that you are building. But in Nigeria, interest rates from CBN, MPR rate 27.7%. Banks are probably lending at 30 to 35%, right? Most developers, there's no incentive to even borrow from the bank to build in the first place. Let's leave that side. They use their own money, build these houses, and then you want them to rent to you at a loss. You don't want to wait 10 years. Oh, let's say 20 years, like you people say. You don't want to wait 20 years to make your own money back. Someone has decided to take all the risk, right? You still want them to make a loss. You want them to wait 50 something years to make their money back because you want to rent house to stay in. These are like the problems, These are the problems. The truth is, renting or building houses for rent is going to be profitable in this country because the demand is high. There's a housing deficit of about 17 million homes or so. Abuja alone is about 1.5 million homes housing deficits. So let that sink in. You get 1.5 million homes housing deficit currently. So it is profitable to invest in rental properties. It is profitable to build rental properties. If you don't know how to do it, then you can ask for proper guidance on how to do it. But to say it's not profitable, people that annoy me the most are those calling for government regulations, as regards rent. I mean, maybe agents can be regulated. You need like a certificate to be an agent and stuff like that. But you cannot regulate rent, especially in a market like Nigeria where there's already a deficit. There's no incentive to build already, and you want them to regulate it because you want to pay more than you are paying now. That's what you don't know that's what you are saying indirectly. Because once government say they want to regulate rent, what is going to happen? Landlords are going to pull their houses out of the market. People are going to stop building because it's going to be less attractive. What that's going to mean is now there's going to be a parallel market, right? You have to go to the black market to rent houses. Agents are collecting 10% now. They'll be asking you for the rent price before they connect you to a landlord, and you will pay. Because when your uncle tells you that okay, he's no longer keeping his house again, you gotta look for where to stay because now you're a man or you're a woman, you're keeping boyfriend and stuff like that, and you need a place to stay urgently. You will carry that money and go and pay because many people don't want to have sense in this country.